Before I made the decision to completely ignore the narcissist hovering over me, I need to be honest about something. I was considering letting him back in my life. And it's not because I forgot what he did. It's not because all of a sudden I wasn't hurt anymore. And it wasn't because I truly believed that he could be a good person. I was thinking about letting him back in my life because the loneliness is just scary to me. And when you're in a very toxic relationship and your partner has trained you to equate pain with love, your brain will try to convince you that familiar suffering is safer than the unknown. And the last time I took him back, 17 years ago, I told myself maybe this time will be different. He did beg, he did scream, he did rage. Maybe he's changed. That's what I thought. Maybe that time apart taught him something. Maybe that time apart made him realize what he lost. And he was good for a few months, maybe even an entire year. And then it was back to reality. I realized that he's never going to change. He always wanted to control me. And what he did to get me back was just a performance. And so I remember that. And I have to remind myself that no matter how long the mask stays on, it'll always fall off. It has to. Because these type of people that are fake, their mask always falls off. This is who they are without the mask. They're assholes. They're more than assholes. They're fucking demons. No joke. So I did realize that if I let him back into my life, I wasn't choosing love, I was choosing delaying the end. I'm delaying the process. I'm delaying more of the humiliation, the devaluation, the gaslighting. All of that. I was delaying before the same contempt, the same manipulation, the same emotional starvation. And I realized I couldn't do it again. I can't. I'm not strong. I can't fucking take any more abuse. It's gonna come to an end, regardless. And this time, I really chose to slam the door. I completely shut the door. And now here's the other side of the coin that freaks me out. I'm okay for now being alone, but this is what people are scared to talk about. And if they are talking about it, I would like to know. I don't know about you, but I'm terrified of dating. Even though I'm scared I might be alone for a long time, maybe even forever, I realize I have to sit with that and I have to make peace with that possibility. Yeah, my life did not turn out the way I imagined it to be. And some days that reality really hits me so hard, like it is today. I miss being held. I don't want to be cheesy and start crying, but I miss the hugs. And I miss the kisses, and I miss feeling desired. I miss feeling like someone cared about my life. I'm such a fucking crybaby. I do cry about it sometimes. Sometimes the loneliness feels physical, and sometimes it just feels like grief. And it's not because I miss him. I don't miss him at all. When I was with him, I knew I wasn't loved. What I miss, it wasn't real. It was just an illusion. And I desperately wanted my life to be that fairy tale. Just like my big wedding was a fairy tale. It was a perfect fairy tale wedding. My life did not end up that way. His affection was conditional. And it was just a transactional relationship, if you want to call it even a relationship. And the care that he pretended to have, it was just performance. And once I stopped serving him and his ego, yeah, he showed me who he really was. He didn't give a fuck about me. So I am choosing to slam that door shut. I'm choosing this pain that tells me the truth. And yes, it doesn't comfort me. I'm choosing to be alone over the self-betrayal I have done to myself for the last 20 years, and I acknowledge that. I played a part. I'm not innocent. And even though being alone does scare me, I feel like being slowly erased by somebody who never truly saw me, that scares me more. And so this is what I gotta do. I gotta face the future, learning how to sit with myself. And it's so hard. I don't know how to sit with myself sometimes. I'll never hand my I'll never give him my power back because he abused it. And I know I need to learn how to be whole without needing to be chosen by somebody. I need to love myself. And I have no idea what's coming next. I have no idea. It's fucking scary. I know right now love for me is not a priority. I don't know if he'll ever find me again. But I do know something. I will never again accept fake connection from anybody. Just to avoid being alone. And that decision, even when it hurts, I know it's the bravest thing that I can do for myself right now.